talking either win or you lose, cause we alpha. And we came to win, and we ain't stopping till we get to the end. Baby, back to alpha. Like how could I lose my life for yours? Tell me which one would you choose? I walk in the room like I ain't got nothing to prove. One man, but I feel like I walk with a crew. I'm alpha. Here stand up like alfalfa. Alpha. Chief in the end, boy, I'll scalp ya. Alpha. GPS, I'll reroute ya. Alpha. Whew. Come and learn something. Or get burnt, watch how I earn something. Back to alpha.
Welcome, guys. Welcome to back to Alpha. Welcome to Beyond Barriers. I'm your host, Coach Coles. The point of the show is to introduce you to people, things, and ideas that will hopefully motivate you to become this limitless being that you are. That's the whole purpose of the show. Today, I decided to do it a little different, man. I wanted to do like a little couch talk. I want to dive straight into this because this is something that I'm really passionate about. And I hope that I can share enough information with you today that will enlighten you to have a great understanding of what mental health is all about. This is going to be a quick and hopefully impactful show for you. So as you know, and as you may not know, I have a program called Back to Alpha. Back to Alpha is a program that works a lot with men, helping them to get back to their alpha by becoming phenomenal beings in their personal, professional, and physical life, right? So it's a fitness-based program, but however, we focus on mindset, we focus on finances, we focus on relationships. My goal is to make or help men become the most phenomenal beings that they could possibly be. We are more than masculinity. We are more than that. It's more than that. So in this, I want to talk about some of the interviews that I go through, one particularly. Today, I had a great interview with a guy who's interested in coming into our program. And what I found in interviewing men is that we have this repeated common thread that we all have in common. We all want something for ourselves, of course. We all have a desire. We all want to stand in our truth, but it can be challenging at times. But more importantly, the disciplines aren't there. One of the things that really touched my heart today was that someone introduced me to myself. Now, if you know me and how or follow me on any of my social platforms, you know that I'm into the physical world. I'm into the being healthy. I'm into mindset. But sometimes you meet people that help you realize things about yourself. Although I'm a coach mindset and I'm certified life coach, etc., I still have my luggage that I carry with me as well. That is a daily practice of getting rid of, right? And as it should be for you. So in conversating with a guy, conversing with a gentleman today, I came to the realization that we all do this. We are the warden of our own prison, our own mental prison. We are the ones who keep ourselves in prison. Now, not saying social media and TV and all this kind of stuff doesn't add to it. Those tools add to it. But more importantly, we are the ones who really imprison ourselves. And we have to get to this point where we start to recognize that. And that's part of standing in our truth. One of the things that I realized is that we live life holding on to bars. We live life gripping things. We never let go. And so since we don't let go, we become part of it. And when we become part of it, it comes with confusion. It comes with a lot of confusion and judgment. Everything that you hold on to comes with confusion and judgment. You can say, well, no, love doesn't. But love does. Because now you want to be loved a certain way. You want to be talked to a certain way. Everything comes with this. But how do we let it go? How do we let it go so that we can live our life? How do we become so enthralled with becoming observers, observers of life versus always directing traffic in life? How do we get to this point? How do we find ourselves the freedom that we are supposed to have? How do we not have to deal with this mental health issue? This is a mental health issue. And the reason it's a mental health issue is because we haven't been taught or given the tools to properly assess that we are the wardens of our own prison. We don't even know that. We don't know it. I talked to a gentleman today. I told him, you know what you remind me? He said, I want health, wealth, and happiness. I said, okay, what is health? What is wealth? What is happiness? Can we please start with happiness? He said, yeah. So what is happiness? He said, I just want to feel happy. I want to have the things that I need or and want. I want to just feel like this feeling of like emptiness, like complete. I want to feel complete. It's okay. Let's talk to the warden about that, right? Because this is all in your mind, happiness. Happiness is nothing but a series of events, as I explained to him. In my perspective, please, I do not push this on anyone. This is, I shared an opinion of happiness. My opinion goes like this. Happiness is a series of events that leads to a bigger event. But soon as something comes in and disturbs one of those events, where does the happiness go? Right? Where does it go? Where does the happiness go? Are you still happy in that moment? So my suggestion was maybe that we don't focus on happiness. Maybe we focus on finding peace within ourselves, with ourselves. Maybe we stop gripping and holding on to everything so that we can live a meaningful life without the judgment, without all of the extra stuff that comes with that. Maybe we just let go. Maybe we just become the observer. Maybe we just focus on peace alone. Because with peace, I can accept. And the reason I can accept is because I'm at peace. I'm okay. I understand that this is only temporary. I'm at peace. So now if I'm at peace, does that mean that the little small things in life I find joy and happiness in? Walking outside, looking at the grass blow in the wind, looking at leaves fall, smell, things that I take for granted that I'm not happy about. I'm happy that I could smell the aromas of flowers, natural flowers just growing outside. We look for happiness to be an event, and it's not. You have to have peace within yourself to really find happiness. He said, I want wealth. I said, well, what does wealth look like? What does wealth look like? I just want to be able to travel. I want to be able to go where it is that I want to go or do. I want to have the financial means to do it and to be able to provide for my family. And I'll share this with you. Here we go. And this is going to be hard for you to swallow because we're so accustomed to what we see. And that is the God of us, what we see. And what we've been taught is the God of us. But here's the truth of the fact. You will never have wealth until you find it in your mind first. You have to have wealth in your mind. You have to know that you are wealth. And then money is just a tool, right? Money is like a wrench, that's all. But if you don't perceive that in your mind, you can't have it. But the only way you can perceive it is by letting go and realizing that's what you are. So that's how it comes to you, because you are wealth already. But you can't find something that you already are. You can't. It's impossible. It's like a dog chasing his tail. He might nip it sometimes, but he never really grab it. You are wealth. So let's have a true definition of wealth. What does wealth really mean to you, buddy? It's not money. That's not wealth. That's just paper. You can have a lot of paper and don't have the wealthy mindset to maintain the paper. So now the paper's gone. The trips are gone. You haven't acquired wealth until you start to realize that you are wealth. And then we can start saying, let's do this worldly thing. Let's 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 do that. Let's do this. We have to be careful for what we want and what we ask for. Wealth is you. You are wealth. Stop chasing because you can't chase paper. But what you can do is you can create it here. You are the wealthiest thing on this planet. It's not what they've been teaching you and showing you. So then we jumped over to the subject of, he said health, not wealth. Then he said health. What does healthy mean to you? You know, disease free. Got him. I'm sorry, what did you say? Disease free, healthy, not worrying about any problems. This ease. This ease. One more time for you. This dash ease. Disease is a diseasement of the body and the mind. That's what disease is. You want health? You want wealth? You want happiness? It all leads back to the mind. It all leads back to the mind. It's nothing outside of you. It's nothing outside of you. You have to create this all with the mind. You have to know that you are health, you are wealth, you are happiness, you are joy. But until you recognize that with yourself, you can't obtain it outside. And the people who do obtain it outside probably haven't obtained it on the inside. Well, I want to be one of those people. You don't. You don't. This ease of your mind is what causes the issues you have. Proprioception, awareness on the outside, your limbs, but also we have to focus on balance within, homeostasis. We have to have a balance within ourselves, the way everything works, the way we think, the energy we put out. And you can have and obtain all of that. So I say all this to say we create our own prison. He reminded me of a guy who's in prison, shaking and holding bars, an inmate, wanting to get out, hollering, screaming. He want new routines. He want to be dis-ease free. He want peace. And he's holding on to these bars. He's gripping them so tight. It's become his life to fight for this money, to go get this type of relationship. It's become his life. But here goes the freedom right here. Let the bars go. Step to your left or step to your right. You only been focused on those bars. Step to the left and walk out. And walk out. Walk out to your health, your wealth, everything that you desire. Walk out to your happiness. Most people won't let the bars go because they don't know how to let the bars go. Secondly, they won't let the bars go because once you let the bars go, now we have a new set of rules we have to play by. We have to become responsible for all of our actions. We have to become responsible for our emotions now. We have to become responsible for this new path that we want to journey, right? But here's how you alleviate that responsibility. You let the bars go, you step out, you take a deep breath, and you say, bring it. Because I'm only an observer. I'm observing this. I'm not the traffic police in your mind. That guy you try to be in your mind, directing traffic and doing this and shit. Let me tell you about the traffic police. That director in your mind that you all this shit you trying to direct and configure and all that. Here's where you mess up at. No, you know what? I would like to use more of a harsh word. Here's where you fuck up at. No, here's where we fuck up at. We are the police, but we become part of the scene. Wow. We are the police directing the traffic in our mind, but then we become part of the scene, right? Because we take so much emotion into it. We take so much, life is designed to be fun, right? But we take it so serious. It's got to be a strategic move to doing this when it's simple, right? It's very simple, but we've been programmed to find it to be very hard. All of the constructs that surround us. So as a traffic police, we don't call you a traffic cop. We become part of the scene. Once you become part of the scene, then you are part of the scene. This is what comes with that scene. This is what came with that murder scene. This is what came with that unhappy scene. This is what came with that emotional scene. This is who you become. And this is who you become. And you forget about being the observer. And so now when you become that, guess what you do? You grab back onto the bars. You grab right back onto the bars. That's not what you want, buddy. You don't want that. So this is why we have to become the observers. This is why we have to learn what peace really means. This is why we have to know what our why is. These things are, you always hear people like, what's your why? What's your why? You need to know your why. Well, the truth is, your why is what keeps you focused. What keeps you focused will put the blinders on you. And everything you do contributes to that why. I hope this all makes sense, guys, because I know it does to me. Mental health is a huge problem. And the way we fix mental health is not by carrying our traumas around, it's by letting go. Not blaming, but letting go. Now, I'm not a psychologist. So I can't tell you exactly how to do it. I could give you the most simplest form of letting go of something. And that is letting go and investing more into yourself. That's what it's about. It's about just letting go. You don't have to hold the bars. You don't have to be the warden that imprisons your own thoughts. I say all this to say, I just wanted to have a little couch talk because I was introduced to myself today of myself holding on to these bars. I hold on to bars as well. We all do. Even the gurus, everyone holds on to bars. But if we don't have these kind of conversations, then we never loosen the grip. And what's important today is that you loosen the grip. What's important today is you become the observer and stop being the traffic cop. What's important today is that you stop looking for what you are because you already is that you're everything that you want to be. What's important today is that you get back to your alpha and start to realize that you are the alpha and the omega of your actions and your thoughts. You are the beginning and end of them. You are the one who control it. God doesn't control your thoughts. I don't know if you're religious or not. He doesn't control your thoughts. You do. You do. You have behaviors. If you can figure out what your behaviors are, if you could start taking actions to what you want, you have any and everything because you are a limitless being. You are a phenomenal being. And I need you to please understand that. Just stop, sit on the couch. It's okay that the world is running rapid. It's okay. You have to find this time to reinvest in your thoughts. Or if not, you will continue to taste your tail like a dog. And that's not what you want. So please take it from me. You are everything. You're everything. Let the bars go. So I want to end my show today because I have a lot of thoughts running through my mind, and I don't want to start just rambling. I just want you to know that you're a phenomenal being, and I need you to let the bars go. Be awesome. Thank you.
We out. We out. It's time to choose, it's either or. I'm talking either win or you lose, cause we out. And we came to win, and we ain't stopping till we get to the end. Baby, back to alpha. Like how could I lose my life for yours? Tell me which one would you choose? I walk in the room like I ain't got nothing to prove. One man, but I feel like I walk with a crew. I'm alpha. Here stand up like alfalfa. Alpha. Chief in the end, boy, I'll scalp ya. Alpha. GPS, I'll reroute ya. Alpha. Whew. Come and learn something. Or get burnt, watch how I earn something. Back to alpha.